guys, this is my friend ASET, and I came by just to visit, and like the boss lady that she is, she wanted us to do some videos because
she started it.
she does videos herself. She's about everything holistic and eating right and treating your body right and all of that, and I love her for it, and she's very good at it. So, and she has this theory, right? She's always like on some conspiracy theory kind of thing. That's how I feel about you, I said.
Gotta keep that brain ticking.
But she's always like on some conspiracy thing. So she has this theory that with autism, one of the reasons why it's getting prevalent and it's more frequent and it's everywhere now is because of the things that we're eating, right?
And much more.
And much more. Okay, so I'll let you say it. I'll let you tell it. So tell me what you think is going on with autism as a diagnosis and the fact that it's now more prevalent. And because in my mind, I'm thinking that the reason why it seems to be a little more more frequent in terms of diagnosis is because now we're diagnosing. I feel like there was autism even in the past, right? And I don't know if it was the same because of course the environment is changing and all of that, but I feel like it was pretty much a lot, but just because people weren't being diagnosed, then we didn't know about it, and then some people were just like ruled off, like people were just called stupid, basically. So but now that we have the diagnosis and people know more about it, then it's like, okay, so you're on the spectrum and all of that. That's how I feel. But you feel like it's something to do with what we're eating and what we're consuming and the screen we're watching and all of that.
It's so environment. I feel like it has a lot to do with environment. And environment is a global thing, a worldly thing. It's the things that's causing it to be more relevant today. Like you said, it was in the past, but the extent of it, the worst thing of it is where it really is. What's causing it, like, because you have children, they are unruly because they're fresh to the world and they want what they want, and their way of communicating, effective communicating, is through screaming, yelling, kicking, fighting, crying. And when it comes to people who want to classify that type of behavior as if it's not right, they give diagnosis and medication. But that's one side to it. The other side is you have that's just a natural child, right? A healthy child,
right?
And then their environment, and when they're in the womb, is affecting that child as well, because it's all based on vibration. So this child, this fetus is in water, and if there is some behavior out in its environment, its outer environment, it can affect that fetus in the womb based on what kind of frequencies it's receiving.
Okay, this is way over my head. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
In regards,
because you're talking about two different things now. You're saying some kids are being kids, and you just diagnose them wrongly, right? That's what you're saying.
And you have other kids that are extra stimulated from environment, and that can be
even from the womb.
That can start from the womb because of what the mother is dealing with at that time.
What she's exposed
to. She can be exposed on a radical job. She can be exposed in a radical home. She can be exposed to radical foods.
Give me an example of a radical job.
Because you can have, like, let's just say you're doing something that's super, like, let's just say you have a mother that's probably working in a fair field, like a festival, like where there's carnival, and let's just say this person is constantly dealing with a roller coaster ride, right? And they're dealing with the screaming constantly and the agitation. That even though that mother is desensitized to it, that fetus is still receiving that frequency. A mother that's in like an exciting environment, a mother to be, whatever energy she's dealing with is what's going to be affected towards that child. Same thing if you're in a household with a mother and a father who does not have a healthy environment, that child can be affected by that. I'm not saying that they can, they will, that they are. It's a high chance that can be the contribution to their excitement in life. You know.
Okay, so tell me how this connects to autism.
Autism. Now, when you're dealing in the womb, you're dealing with this stimulation, right? And they want to say that children have autism because of they're not focused. That can deal with the nerves, the mother's nerves, you know, her, you know, and that fetus can get fidgety and
because of the experiences while in the womb.
Because of the excitement and the mother, whatever the mother feels, that baby is going to feel as well, you know. So moving forward, when the baby comes out, okay, let's just say that and this is not factual, but it is to be considered. These are some things because they don't know what autism is coming from. So let's throw it all out there, you right? Consider all. So if you have this child that was affected since day one, right, in the womb, as a little tiny drop, you don't think that drop can be overpowered by that frequency of frustration and excitement and nerve wreck and things like that, and this little fetus constantly growing and growing and growing, absorbing what it's in, which is the water, which is the memory of it, which is, you know, its life. That's its life source. So let's just say now the mother is eating foods that doesn't contribute to the healthy growth of that fetus. You know, let's just say that they eat a whole bunch of chemicalized foods. You know, now you're still attacking the baby's well-being, you know, and then now let's just say they come out of the womb, right, functional. It can probably be the overload of vaccines, you know, that can be messing with their nervous system. Because to me, ADHD is an attention, they say attention deficit. So what is causing that person to have a short attention span? It's the stimulation, it's the nerves, it's the fact that it got to constantly pay attention to everything, or it doesn't pay attention, it's zoomed in on what it wants to zoom in, tunes everything else because of the imbalance. So there's a lopside, it's not here. So let's just say that the mother is coming out, she has all these different kind of foods that she eats, she's not very careful on her choice of foods. Then she uploads a bunch of vaccines that we don't know how it affects this fetus, because